everyone, welcome to Political Pulse. I'm Charulata Biswas, and with me today is Santosh Singh. He's the senior assistant editor from Bihar, and today we will be talking about the violence that has erupted in two towns in Bihar. One is Sasaram, and the second town is Biharsharif. So, to understand how it all started, what led to the violence, Santosh Singh, who was also on the ground until last night, he will give us a brief about what led to these clashes. Santosh Singh, over to you. आप हमें बता सकते हैं कि what was the reason behind these clashes, and Bihar remains on the edge following these clashes after Ram Navami, a day after Ram Navami, if I'm right. Can you tell us what happened in Sasaram and in Biharsharif?
Yes, definitely. Before I just elaborate what happened in Sasaram and Biharsharif, let me give me a background of it, complete background. See, for last 8-10 years, so there has been a trend during communal violence, especially during Ram Navami procession or during the procession, even after the procession, something or the other happens. It happened in 2018, 2019. No major violence, but it happened at several places, including Biharsharif. Similarly, this time on Friday, the procession started from a place called Hospital Chowk or Square in the town. It's a small town, which has a population of about 5 lakh. Biharsharif is the district headquarters of Nalanda. So there was huge procession, something like 50-60,000 crowd just crossing through the small roads of Biharsharif. And never mind, it was, and just to take into account, it was Friday. The police decided that let the Friday prayers be over for Muslims first, because there were two mosques on the proposed route. So police ensured that the prayers were over, Jumme ki namaz pehle khatm ho jaye, and then they started. So till the point, it was a procession for about 2 kilometers, not more than that. And the procession almost reached there. There is only a stretch of for 200 meters, which place called Gagandiman, where there is a population of some 10,000 Muslims. They have their shops there, the sleeper shops, stationery shops, PVC pipe shops, sundry shops are there. So at that point, there are two versions. One version said that stone pelting started first from their side. That is the Bajrang Dal version. This side one. Another side said since a part of crowd, they started crossing through the adjoining cemetery ground. They thought it was defiled, though it is not a religious place. That's it. They should not have taken that route. But they said since some construction work was going there, so there was sort of detour and they had to take that route. Anyway, and there was inadequate police preparation for there. There was no water cannons, no arrangement for tear gas. That they should have sensed, especially after the surge of such a big crowd. So then,
Right.
after stone pelting started, there was retaliation from another side, and then things went haywire from there. They started torching shops, and I think it went on late into night. Police had to send extra reinforcement to control it. Similarly, on Friday in Sasaram, where Amit Shah was scheduled to visit yesterday, that was the 2nd of April. Amit Shah had to visit Sasaram to take part in the assumed birth anniversary of Emperor Ashok. But in view of the law and order situation, he had to cancel that trip. And again, there some about a dozen people injured during the similar clash. The crowd was not that big, but I think template was more or less the same. But Sasaram is under control. But after a day, on Sunday, there was a crude bomb blast in Sasaram, and in which 6 persons were injured. Police are saying that that incident is not linked to the communal incident. And in Biharsharif also on Friday, there was fresh spurt of violence in another area called Paharpura area. It is called retaliatory firing. There was crossfiring. In crossfiring, a 16-year-old boy who had gone to bring vegetable, he was shot dead. Died of, other persons, they were also injured. They have been getting treatment, and now they are said to be stable. And then after that incident, since Monday, they just got 9 extra companies of police deployment. So there has been extended deployment. Chief Minister took a high-level meeting of both the incident, also announced compensation and asked police to probe who are guilty, and he said कि ये कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है और ऐसा ऐसा चीज यहाँ इस तरह से नहीं होता था, हम इसकी जांच करेंगे. So there was enough political insinuation. He didn't name any party or any group, but he suggested that कि there was something wrong, and जो भी लोग इसमें responsible है उसको हम पकड़ेंगे. So as of now, as on today, as we are talking, both towns are under control. Biharsharif mein there are prohibitory orders in place. Sasaram mein there is no prohibitory orders, but in both towns all shops are closed, and it is still tense, as we probably say, but we under control.
Okay, and there's only one casualty, like you mentioned earlier. 16-year-old boy has been killed in Biharsharif. Very unfortunate death. Santosh ji, can you also tell us what the police has confirmed so far?
Police has
Besides
confirmed, police has confirmed just one death and two injuries, as we have already reported. And till last evening, they had arrested some 77 people, and in 15 FIR, 15, they have booked 15 FIR for several reasons: for damage of public property, for inciting violence, under various IPC sections. They were arrested, and in the night there was a kind of police operations. They just did intensive patrolling in Biharsharif, and I think since most of such incidents had take place in the night, so the police was extra careful. DGP had visited also there. RS Bhatti also visited there. And since it is a hometown of Chief Minister Nitishkumar, the administration has all the more reasons to be more careful about such things. And Nitishkumar has been always been careful about such things. During the tenure of, say, the last 18, 17 or 18 years, no big communal riots had taken place.
Right. You also said that Nitish Kumar has already reacted to these violent clashes. Amit Shah has already targeted Nitish Kumar, right, in one of the recent speeches that he made in Bihar. Do you think this is going to have any political implications after Amit Shah has directly targeted Nitish Kumar?
ये स्टार्ट ही हुआ पॉलिटिकल इम्प्लीकेशन से ना, जैसे कि सासाराम उनको कैंसिल करना पड़ा. आप समझिए, सासाराम उनको कैंसिल करना पड़ा, बीजेपी के लिए क्या था? बीजेपी के लिए एक, मान लीजिए कि उनको लॉस हुआ, उन्होंने काफी खर्च किए होंगे रैली पर, बट हैड बीजेपी लीडर हैड यूनियन होम मिनिस्टर गॉन देयर, उसके बाद मान लीजिए कुछ वायलेंस होता, बढ़ जाता, then it was quite possible this government could have put the blame on BJP. So in a way, BJP outthought JDU, or for that matter, Mahagathbandhan. So they withdrew from that. They didn't hold any rally. So as I also covered the Nevada rally of Amit Shah, where he said कि हमारी सरकार आप लाइए 25 में, ये सरकार अपने कंट्राडिक्शन से, अपने ही वजन से गिर जाएगी. That was exact words phrase he used कि अपने ही वजन से गिर जाएगी, और 24 के इलेक्शन के बाद, और हमारी सरकार लाइए, हम उल्टा लटका देंगे, मतलब जो दंगाइयों को उल्टा लटका देंगे. तो द मैसेज वाज क्लियर, और उसमें साफ था कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर काउंट पर गवर्नमेंट को उन्होंने अटैक किया. तो पॉलिटिक्स चलेगी, बीजेपी के नीतीश कुमार बीजेपी को ब्लेम करेंगे कि ये काम तो उनके जैसे उनसे अलग होते हैं, किस तरह की घटनाएं बढ़ जाती है, ये उनका काम है. So these things, allegations and counter allegations would go on. Yes, sir.
My next question would be about the year on year, like you said, that we see these clashes after every Ram Navami or on Ram Navami in specific areas, right? In the country, we are also seeing some clashes in West Bengal as well as we are speaking. So these reports are coming from parts of our country. What I want to understand is that this whole, like you said, the police knew that something like this might happen, and there was a failure on the police's part to really tackle the situation. What is your take on this? I mean, how can the administration or the government be better prepared to handle such situations?
This is a very, very pertinent question. I think I was talking to former DGP DN Gautam about it. What would you have done under such circumstances? He said one very important thing. It is standard for any police station to have a list of suspects or list of people who can commit trouble from either side under such circumstances. So it was the duty of respective police station or stations to have identified such people, and if not arrest them, at least spoken to them, kept eyes on them. And they could have also assessed that how the crowd has increased over the years for such processions. And if they cannot stop anybody from holding processions. It's the democratic right. But
Right, right.
they could have prepared accordingly. There could have been adequate deployment, arrangement for tear gas, and more police, especially along that flash point area, the sensitive area where they could have sensed. There are two important places in Biharsharif, within the distance of say 2 kilometers, Magdum Saka Majar and Baba Mani Ram Ka Akhada. So both places are very important, and behind the symbolism of these places, things happen. The worst communal riot that has taken place in Biharsharif, that was in 1981, long back, when some 60 odd people, more than 60 people had been killed. After that, and since 98, they have changed the route of the procession. And you can understand that changing the route means less Muslim area along the routes. And they have named the road Sadbhavna Marg, that is Goodwill Road, नाम दिया. तो उस रूट से आता है, and इस रूट में only there was a small street. They could have these such sort of little things, and especially when so many people are joining from villages. So I think their village intelligence has also failed. Now they have sought, after the problem went out of the situation, went out of the order, you got 9 companies of reinforcement. You should have been better prepared, right. Especially Biharsharif, which had a history of such communal incidences. I am not saying violence, communal incidences, something or the other happens during every Ram Navami for last 6-7 years, or even more than that. So what was distinct this year was the swelling number of it has swelled. Some people are saying it would be somewhere around 1 lakh. But what I assess you take a shot and wherever how long you can see, you would see the saffron color on the road. So it would be something like 50,000-60,000 road, and just 20-30 feet wide road, and a stretch of 2 kilometers, and these many people. And what is the total strength of Bihar police is 1.25 lakh. How much police force can you deploy? So if there is such, right. So they would not have imagined or anticipated the turnout of such big crowd.
Right, that's a very good point that you've made, Santoshi. Thank you so much for joining us. And We will be giving you all updates from Bihar on the clashes that have occurred. And for more such updates, tune into Indian Express and also like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.